The Senate is set to vote for a 12th time to reopen the government today as we enter day 22 of the shutdown. That makes it the second longest in U.S. history. President Trump met with Republican lawmakers yesterday, rejecting Democrats' calls for a meeting of their own. Listen.
I would like to meet with both of them, but I set one little caveat. I will only meet if they let the country open.
CBS News correspondent Natalie Brand is at the White House with more for us this morning. Good morning, Natalie. I wonder what the president gains by taking this position, because many federal workers are stretching their dollars right now, bracing for no paycheck this Friday.
That's right, Errol, but both sides really think that they are winning in terms of messaging regarding this shutdown. Both sides so dug in. That's why, there's really no clear indicator of when this is going to end. As you know, Senate Republicans were over here at the White House yesterday for lunch, and they're really united in their messaging that Democratic lawmakers have to reopen the government before having this larger negotiation over health care subsidies, which is what Democrats have been fighting for. Leader Schumer and Jeffries over in Congress have asked the president for a meeting before he heads overseas later this week. But again, the president saying he's not going to be, quote, extorted by Democrats, that they have to vote for a short-term funding measure before speaking to them about health care. Schumer, meanwhile, flagging the date November 1st. That's when he warns that health care premiums could increase substantially if no action is taken on the issue of health care before the end of the month. So again, we are in this holding pattern. Major Garrett on the takeout last night spoke to former Republican House Speaker Kevin McCarthy about this shutdown. Take a listen.
We have never shut the government down over a continuing resolution, which to your viewers, which are highly educated political people, that simply means keep government exactly as it is. So there are no advantages to anybody else, but the reason why they shut down, purely political. It's kind of the reverse where Republicans were in 2013. You've got a Republican in the White House for a second term, so Democrats are upset.
So a 12th vote is expected later today on the Republican short-term funding measure. But again, no signs of movement on either side. One new development, though, Errol, is that lawmakers could soon be voting on dueling measures to pay federal employees. Republicans are pushing forward a bill that would pay essential workers, teeing up a vote as early as this week. Democrats, they're writing their own version to pay all federal workers, including those furloughed. This comes as a number of federal workers are now turning to food banks. That's what we saw here in Washington, D.C. yesterday.
Yeah, and we'll have more on that later this hour. Natalie Brand, thank you very much for those updates.